Okay, guys, welcome back. Let's keep going and let's work a bit more on this. So I'm using isolate select for the first time. I didn't use it till now. It's a great feature of Maya because you can work only on the objects you need, and the other ones are just hidden. Of course, you could do this some other way, like hiding the object. So I'm holding Shift now, and I'm using the multicut tool to create some more edges that we'll need here, some more edge loops. So holding Shift, don't forget, and another one here in the middle, like so. Okay, so I'm adding these edge loops on the wing. As you can see, there they are. And I'm pretty sure we'll need more, but let's start with this for now. And still using multicut tool, I'm going to draw a cut. Make sure you're drawing the cut on the wing, and like that. So I'm drawing around the landing gear, where the landing gear is sticking to the wing. Okay, like so, and like so, and close it. Okay, so so we have an edge loop that goes all around the landing gear, and now I will still use the multicut tool to build these other edges here from that vertex to this one. So I'm drawing that line and then hitting enter to finish the line, and the same here. So basically I was connecting the corners to the corners. Okay, so now we need some more edges here, like I was predicting, and actually let me undo this one. So Control Z, let me put a bit more here. Okay, and I suppose this is enough for now. Let me just check something. Actually, I think we'll need another edge on the wing. Here we'll need another edge. So let's do it. Okay. Okay. Another one here. If we don't need it, we can always delete it later, but let's draw it now. Okay. So let me just have a look at this. Yeah, so far so good. Okay. let's go back to object mode. So right click on your mouse and object mode. I need the outliner now, so Windows outliner, and let's give this a name, landing gear. It's good to give your objects names, so that because when there are too many on the scene, you want to know which one is which. And now let's select the faces that we are going to delete, which are this plus this and this and this. Okay, so make sure you selected only the faces you need to delete. Okay, it looks like I did. So delete. Okay. Now, let's bring back the landing gear. There it is. See how this looks like. And we don't need the outliner, so right click, close tab. And what we need is, let me see. Okay, let's go to wing. Actually, I need the outliner again. So the wing should have a name already as well. So R for right wing. Landing gear, actually it's also the right landing gear, so let's make it clear. Okay, so now I don't need the wing, so let's put the wing's visibility mode off. I saw that something strange, like this edge here. I don't know how it came here, but we don't need it. It's doing nothing, as you can see. So I double clicked on it and I just deleted it. Now what we need is we're gonna make a pin here on top that will stick to a hole that we'll build on the wing. So I have to think the best way to do it, to build this stick. Actually, to build the pin, I'm sorry. So let's go back to vertex. Oops. Oh, I forgot to hit Control when I deleted that that edge. See, that's what happens when you forget to hit Control. So I have to select these vertices and delete them. Don't leave vertices like that unattended. They will cause you damage later. Okay, so they're gone. So select the edge, double click on the tool, and let's go to the axis orientation to normal. As you can see, I'm moving this without destroying the shape. Okay, so what I did was I double clicked translate tool, and on the menu of the tool I chose normal for the axis orientation, and I'm moving the vertices without damaging the shape. Okay, so I think you can already see where the pin is going to grow from. Okay, so let's bring the axis orientation back to object. I forgot that. Don't forget to do that. So I double clicked again, translate tool, and move and change that. Now let's go to faces, select these two faces, and let's extrude them. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna offset this a little bit. 0.01. Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna extrude again, so don't forget to hit the toggle, and now the pin is starting to grow. Okay, so let's see, where is it? The right wing, here it is. Let's bring the wing back. Visibility on, so now let's go to ghost mode and see what's going on. So this is sticking, the pin is sticking on the wing, and that's what will happen. I'm just trying to figure out if the pin is too big or not. I guess it's okay. So let's hide the wing again. Let's go back to normal view. Select faces, and I'm going to scale down these faces. Okay. And now extrude again, and on the offset we'll do some fencing. So this is too big, 0.01 is too much, so let me try a different approach here. 0.001. Yeah, this is, now it was too much of exaggeration. Let's try 0.005. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to do some fencing so that these edges are sharp enough and not too round. And I suppose they are not round at all. Let's go to object mode, hit 3. Yeah, it's looking good. Well, so we have a pin, and let's give a different shape to these corners. They have to look a bit more round. The whole landing gear has to be a bit more round. Like this, maybe. Yeah. Hard shapes are not really good for airplanes because of the drag when they fly, in case you don't know that. So that's why in airplanes most shapes are round. Even the little windows, they have round corners because of drag when they fly. Okay, so what I'm doing now, like you can see, is I'm selecting these vertices on the corners, on the out corners here, and I am going to scale them in a little bit, and maybe a little inside on X. like so. Doesn't look too bad. Let's select these ones here in the front, both of them in the front, and these ones, and scale them out. It was too much probably. Yeah, it was too much. Not a good idea. This one, I'll move it out with the translate tool, remembering that for these tools, the translate, the rotation, and the scale tool, you have shortcuts on your keyboard that you can use. It's W for the translate tool, E for rotation, R for scaling, and if you want to go to select, that is Q. Okay, I'm just adjusting the geometry. Like I said previously, you don't have to do this now. It's, if you have a different workflow, just go ahead. Don't have to do everything I do, you just have to understand what I'm doing. And then you choose the right moment to do it. Okay, we're getting there. Let's bring this inside a little bit. And it's looking much better. Of course, I could have done this before we did the mirroring, if you remember that. If I did it before, I could do it and then do the mirroring. Because I didn't do that, so I have to select vertices on both sides and then adjust them. Well, it's good practice anyway, so yeah. It looks better than it was. See? It's a round shape now. Okay. Hitting 3 to see how it looks like. It's looking good. I mean, there's probably a few tweaks that have to be done, but we can do that later. I need to fence this, so I'm shifting select this whole edge loop. I hit double click on my mouse to try to select it all, but it didn't work out, so I'm holding shift to select it. And now let's go to edit mesh and bevel. Okay, so that bevel looks good. I'm not even going to do anything with its attributes. It looks good. Let's go to faces and now select these two faces, and let's go select grow along loop. We used this tool before. It didn't work. Okay, yeah, it's not working. So I was hitting G. Remember that G, it repeats the last command you did. So I was repeating the grow along loop, but it didn't work out because too many faces were missing. So what I have to do is holding shift, I'm going to select all the faces I need, because I'm going to duplicate these faces to do the hole where this pin will stick. So nothing new, we did that for every piece of our airplane that would stick to something, like the wing, the rudder, the elevator, and now the landing gear. So we don't need these faces that were accidentally selected. We don't need this as well. So I'm holding shift to unselect it. You can see the minus signal when I'm unselecting them. And so I don't need the face on the bevel as well. So I'm going until the edge, but not to the bevel. Make sure there's no faces accidentally selected. And I guess that's it. Everything looks good. So after selecting these faces, let's go to Edit Mesh. And where is it? The duplicate down here. Okay, duplicate. And there you go. So I just duplicated this. Oops, I accidentally let it go. Well, must be on the outliner somewhere. Let's see. Here, landing gear, there's a group. Okay, so see, there's two objects here. So now I'm gonna center pivot on this one and bring it up. Okay. So this one I will use to make the hole. Actually, the hole is already there. I just have to stick that to the wing. Okay. So where is the wing? The right wing. Is it here somewhere? Actually, yeah, let me bring the wheel back. The wheel. Oh, yeah, okay, I forgot. So let's go to Show, Isolate, Select, and unselect the view selected. Then the wheel is back. And we'll need the wing as well. So here it is. The wing was with its visibility off, so now it's on. Just enter 1 on the visibility and hit enter. Okay, so as you can see, there's something wrong with the wheel. The wheel is probably too big, or maybe I accidentally scaled down the wheel holder and the whole landing gear except the wheel. So we can just scale down the wheel now. It's going to be easier. It's no big deal. So I'm selecting the wheel and scaling it down a bit. Let's put it centered with the hole, more or less like that. Okay. And we probably have to bring it a bit down like so. Okay. Yeah. It's looking good. Right. Okay. So now let's go to Modify and Freeze Transformations. I did that so that, as you can see, the values are set to 0 and the scale to 1, so that this is the new. This is the new origin point for the wheel. And let me just check something here. I'm just going to grab this piece of geometry that will become the hole for the pin of the landing gear, and I have to, well, actually its normals are inverted, so let's go to surfaces, not surfaces, sorry, let's go to mesh display, and reverse normals. Okay. Yes. Now let's bring it up and I will try to match vertices on this object with the vertices that we have on the bottom of the wing. So it looks possible, but just thinking, it looks like there's one extra edge that we don't need, so I'm not really sure where to start from. Maybe here, let's see how this goes. So if this one sticks to that one, yeah, this is not looking so good. Let's try to start from the middle. Okay, so if this one sticks to that one, and this one to this one, and this one here to the one on the corner, like so, and now it shouldn't be that one, but I'm just trying to quickly see something here. So if you're following my steps, don't stop now, because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Okay, this is probably wrong and I will have to redo it. I just have that feeling. Yeah, actually it doesn't look bad from this side, but this one goes here, and this is probably right, but the problems start here with these two vertices. So if this one comes here, that means that one would go to the middle, which is not a good idea. Okay, let me think, guys. Let me think. So if this one moves here, this one moves here. This is how it should be. And if this one goes down here, I know it's not looking good, but I'm just testing something here. So actually, let me see something. Do I really need this edge loop? Yes, this one I need, but I don't need this one. Yeah, this is good news. So I don't need this one. So double click on it. Yeah, it selected the whole edge loop. And now I'm hitting delete. And so there it goes. We don't need that. And that was actually bringing up some trouble. So now let's go back to vertices. And this one goes all the way down here. I know this is not looking that nice, but this is, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot again. I forgot to hit control when I deleted that edge loop. So I just undid 3 times, and now I was holding control and got rid of it. Okay, so don't forget, when you don't do like I did, don't forget, because when you want to delete an edge, select it, and then to delete it, hold control at the same time so that it goes with the vertices. Like I was saying, this is probably Probably doesn't look too good, but in this case we want it to work more than looking good. So sometimes you gotta compromise, and this is one of those days. Okay, so now every vertex is matching to the vertices on the wing. Yeah, okay, good. So don't worry too much about tweaking now. So let's use the weld tool to weld these vertices. You already know how this tool works, so just be sure that, I'm sorry, I forgot to combine these two, so I'm selecting both and go to mesh combine, and now yes, I can use the tool. Just make sure, let's go to vertex mode and then selecting it again. Just make sure you're selecting the vertices on the wing first, and so you're connecting the vertices from the wing to the pin holder and not the other way around, because if you do so, you'll be destroying the shape of the wheel holder, and we don't want that, because we want the wheel to stick perfectly on this pinhole that we are building. Okay, one last vertex and that's it. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. Like I said, the geometry doesn't look good. We can come back later and see what we can do, but this time the important thing was that we want the stick to go inside the hole and stick to the wing. This is what we want, and it looks good. It's looking pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it fits quite well. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to File and Save Scene As, because we have finished the landing gear. Okay. Let's give it a name, landing gear. That's it.